What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and in this one we are doing another full breakdown. In this time we are doing gold buys, which I caught for just under 900 pips. I think about 875 pips. So let's hop straight into this of what I was seeing, as you can see on screen here. So let's hop to the 4 hour to start. So as you can see here, we were actually in a really nice wedge on this trade, as you can see, but on this pair. We had these lower highs forming down here, creating this trend line through, and then I actually saw from these highs up here to the left, the all-time highs, that we actually got a nice reaction off this level here, which actually happened to happen over here before we got this breakout buy, which I caught, right? So we're literally just playing in this wedge area. So let's hop back down to the 1 hour. As you can see, and we've actually retraced down to where my initial entry was at this trade. I didn't quite get the chance to film a breakdown for you guys, so this is the day after I might hit TP on this trade, but obviously we can still go through it. That's no issues at all. So as you can see here, I got in at this level here, and we hit the final target up here for around 875 pips up to this level here. Obviously we've got the retracement down, so I actually got that TP pretty bang on. But going back to obviously why I was seeing this trade, as you can see here, we were in this wedge pattern. We were rejecting these levels really nice, and I actually had a two-way setup here to start. So obviously I was looking for the break of this level, break of these levels, break of the trend line, break of the zone, to get the buys up to these levels up here. But if it rejected this trend line, I actually had sells down to this big level over here, as you can see on the left, just if we were going to keep playing in this wedge pattern that we had identified, right? But as you can see, that didn't happen. And what did happen is, let's get the replay tool so you can see what I was looking at. So as you can see here, we were really sticking to that wedge pattern really nice. Actually, what I was looking at, as you can see, break of the trend line, break of this zone. If you get the break of this zone, we are in, take the buys up, stop loss at the break of this level here, while I was looking for those sells, right? Just in case. So let's get this played. So as you can see, we've got the break of the zone. We actually blasted right through my area. So obviously I wasn't in at this area because I wanted the break and close of this zone as low as possible so we could get some nice buy positions in, but it completely blasted my area. So at this point, what I was actually looking for is the retest and then the buy up. So let's play this again and let's see how this plays out. As you can see, we actually got the movement down, but we actually broke back under my zone, rejected the trend line on the other side, proving my technicals once again that I was right on point. And as you can see, I was in on this candle here. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see the exact candle that I was in. As you can see, grab the circle tool, broke, closed. I was in on this candle right here at around the 4,170 to 4,172 4 levels, something like that, right? And as you can see, we actually hit my first target in 3 hours, within 3 hours. So we came up, hit this target here for around 300 pips, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, as you can see, around 300 pips at this level here. Where at this level, I took half of the position out in profit and then left the rest running completely risk-free. So I banked myself some, and now we're running completely risk-free on this trade, which is obviously great, right? And as you can see, this kept going, plain sailing all the way up to this level here. We got so close to this final target up here. So I think at this level here, I took out a tiny position. I took out a tiny portion of the position, less than a quarter of what was left, and then left the rest running. And then as you can see here, we finally got that push up. I'm right on this wick here. It took me out at final target, which is obviously fantastic for a total at this level here of around, I think I got like 880 pips or something like that. So around this level here, which is obviously great, right? Literally almost a full plain sailing trade up to that level. So analysis, execution, and play from the market, completely on point, which is great. And obviously the market did what it did after that. I was out the trade at this point. As you can see, a bang on TP, and we've started to come down, and now obviously most recently rejected right off my entry again, of where we're at right now. which is great. So really, really nice plain sailing trade. So what I was waiting for is, look how many confirmations we had on this trade, guys. Like, we're in this wedge pattern. I'm waiting for the break close of this area. We got the break of the trend line. We came up too fast. What I was looking for the retest. We came down. We actually retested the trend line. Bang on. Look at my technicals on that. Bang on, right? Broke, closed above these highs to the left. Bang, we're in at this position. Zero drawdown all the way up to target. Cannot go wrong with that. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, SL's below here. We didn't have to worry about that at all because we just smacked target. Now, of course, all technicals are on point. But, of course, heading over to market. Now, luckily, market is still showing the same thing, so I can show you guys exactly what's going on. So, as you can see, higher time frame bullish. Intraday slightly bullish is exactly what it was telling me the other day as well from these levels here. And we actually have on market, as you can see, a pullback level basically where I bought. Which is obviously great to see. Obviously, from the brain icon here, we can see what can push price up to these levels. And as you can see, what supports this bias? We are intraday slightly bullish on gold. We are higher time frame bullish on gold. This is all coming together nicely for us. So we have our technicals on point and we have our fundamentals on point, obviously telling us that the fundamentals in the world is telling us that this trade is obviously has the best chance to go the way we want it to go, right? So what is supporting this bullish bias? As you can see, Fed rate cut odds at 87% for December the 10th. So rate cut odds are being priced in. It looks like we're pretty priced in right now from that push up. Real yields declining on easing expectations throughout 2026. And USD weakness from dovish Fed policy path versus other central banks. And then what could change this bias? What could make it go slightly bearish? Strong jobs data could flip the Fed hawkish. And the Eurozone inflation, As you can see, we're in defensive positioning right now, which is the reason why we have had that sell-off today by the looks of things throughout. Of course, overall, we were just looking to hit this target up here. And as you can see, the bullish target on market was hit as well, going from that level throughout also. As you can see, we click the brain icon here. Market, as always, is going to tell us what can push price up here. Fed Chair Powell's speech may signal dovish stance, weakening the USD and boosting the gold demand. High volatility, inflation data could increase gold's appeal as inflation hedge. Profit taking pullback throughout, and as you can see, it's giving us everything on a plate of what we could expect with the news this week and what the outcome needs to be to push price back up here. But it was really, really nice to see that a market had the pullback level, as you can see here, at exactly where my entry was. Just icing on the cake that fundamentals are fully on point, technicals are fully on point, and once again, thank you to Market AI for giving us all this institutional and fundamental data literally in a click of a button, which is fantastic. And as you see on the right here, there's still news coming in by the second, and what's popping right now, as you can see, Putin meeting US envoy Witkoff, Trump's son-in-law, so it tells us what that's going to affect. But of course, we already hit this trade yesterday, so it would have been yesterday's news that would help us push up. But as you can see, taking into account all those fundamentals in one go, we're still higher time frame bullish, we're still intraday bullish. This all matches up. This is a trade well done, guys. I'll put the profit somewhere around the screen for you guys so you can see. If you guys are stuck going in loops, trying to find a strategy, all you need to do is click the link in this description of this video. There's going to be loads of different ways that you can get in touch, and we can build up the strategy, the price action strategy, the strategy I use from scratch, and make sure that we create a custom game plan for you so this fits around your lifestyle and everything like that. Also, you can also get in touch in my completely free Telegram group where I post my trade ideas in there, results, everything like that. And you can actually be involved in these trades as well. I post my trades directly in there. Again, link to that will be in the description. Also, other than that, don't hesitate to reach out to me over on Instagram as well. Happy to help any of you guys out. But other than that, we look forward to the next trade. And I will see you guys in the next one. Trade safe, keep that risk management. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.